Welcome, fellow dairy farmers. Today we're going to show how we cover our haylage pile that we just got finished harvesting. I'll also take a quick look at how the alfalfa fields are coming back after we harvested in the wet ground. So let's go for a ride. My name is Bruce, and most farmers drive tractors, but I drive a wheelchair. My family is sixth-generation dairy farmers here in Wisconsin. My great-great-great-grandfather came from Germany in 1849 to start farming in Wisconsin. We are the proud caretaker of 1,200 Holstein cows. Here we'll see how they're covering the pile. Now this is a little unusual because we're at the end of the roll, so to make things easier they carried the roll up to the center of the hill so they wouldn't have to drag the plastic all the way across. So you can see them here, they're just unrolling the plastic. It is a plastic, a double-sided plastic with black on the inside and white on the outside just to reflect the sunlight so it doesn't get so hot. Now they'll drag it across the pile, and it's a little bit of work. I'll show you at the end how tall these piles are. You're not getting a good view of it from the drone angle here, but it's probably 20 feet tall, so when you see them walking up the pile, it's not walking across a level ground. Now the plastic is about 50 feet wide. It's folded in a couple different places so it's easy to unroll, but then they'll just spread it out and it'll cover the pile. You'll see that in a minute. Here I've speeded the video up 5 times so you don't get so bored watching them, but it's critical that they overlap the 2 sheets of plastic from the old and the new so that there's no spoilage on the alfalfa underneath. Here they're just dragging it down. It's about 50 feet wide. Now what's on the front of the payloader is what we call a tire shooter. These are just sidewalls of tires, not complete tires, and that apparatus on the front of the payloader will allow them to put the sidewalls where they need them to cover up the tarp. Now I've speeded up again so that again you're not bored. You can see there is a little bit of a breeze and the plastic sheeting is flying around a little bit. You see how the tire sidewalls are positioned where they need them. They are quite heavy, so the closer they are to where you need them, the easier it is. So you don't have to be throwing them around. Here's just a quick overhead shot of what the feed piles look like when we're finished. They should be completely covered and have tire sidewalls holding them down. Here's a couple pictures to give you some perspective on the height of the feed piles. So it is some work walking up and down the piles. Now we'll take a look at what the hay fields look like after we're done harvesting. It's still pretty early. The alfalfa's just starting to come back, but you can see a lot of tracks in the field. We're really happy that we didn't be driving out there with the trucks. It would have been a lot worse. Time will tell whether these tire tracks will come back or not. We're just going to have to wait, so I'll try giving you an update in a few weeks and see what it looks like. We had to get the alfalfa off. There's the difference. In the foreground is the new seeding. Tire tracks are pretty perceptible, and in the background was the old seeding. Sorry for the drone propeller in the video. Sometimes when you're fighting a wind, it does that. But we'll just take a look at the cornfield here. Corn looks really good, plenty of moisture, plenty of heat. So corn looks good up on the high ground. You can see kind of in the background here, there's ponds in the fields in the background, so those fields are not going to be real healthy. And just a quick view here just to show the manure pit is filling up. We got a couple more months before we have to empty it, but with all the rain, adds to the manure pit. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please subscribe and hit the like button. So until the next video, I'll say goodbye.